Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into the story of the Lincoln Wheat Penny series began in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature the portrait of a real person rather than a symbolic figure like Liberty. The obverse, or front, displays a right-facing bust of President Lincoln with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," above, "Liberty," to the left, and the year of mintage to the right. On the reverse, two wheat stalks curve along the sides, framing the words, 1 cent, and United States of America. At the top appears the motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one. This simple yet powerful design gave the coin its nickname, the Wheat Penny. 1946, a year of transition. By 1946, the world was adjusting to peace after the devastating years of World War II. The U.S. Mint, too, was in transition. During the war, from 1943 to 1945, coin production faced shortages of metals like copper and tin. In fact, in 1943, pennies were made of zinc-coated steel instead of copper to conserve resources for the war effort, but by 1946, the war had ended, and the mint returned to using a copper alloy for the penny. Each 1946 Lincoln cent was struck from an alloy of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it the classic reddish-brown color collectors admire. Where it was minted, the 1946 wheat penny was struck at 3 different U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, with over 991 million coins produced; Denver Mint, marked with a D, producing about 315 million coins; San Francisco Mint, marked with an S, producing over 198 million coins, with a combined total of more than 1.5 billion pennies. The 1946 issue was far from rare in circulation, collectability and value because of its massive mintage. The 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny is considered common among collectors. Most examples that circulated heavily are only worth a few cents above face value, depending on condition. A well-worn 1946 penny usually sells for 3 to 10 cents. Uncirculated examples, with no wear and sharp details, can fetch $2 to $5 or more. Higher grades with original mint luster, known as red examples, can command prices from $20 to several $100s, especially if certified by grading services. Mint errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks, can raise the value significantly. Collectors prize these unusual pieces as unique artifacts of the minting process. The legacy of the Wheat Penny. The Wheat Penny series ran from 1909 until 1958, when the reverse design was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial. Yet the 1946 penny remains a favorite among coin enthusiasts. It tells the story of post-war America, of a nation shifting from wartime sacrifice to peacetime prosperity, yet still grounded in the everyday currency that passed through millions of hands. For many people, finding a wheat penny in change sparks nostalgia and curiosity. It connects us to parents, grandparents, and even great-grandparents who once used these same coins to buy a loaf of bread, a gallon of gas, or a newspaper. Closing thoughts. The 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny may not be the rarest or most valuable coin in American history, but it carries historical importance. It represents the return of stability after a turbulent time, honors one of the greatest American presidents, and continues to attract collectors more than 75 years later. So, the next time you come across a 1946 wheat penny, remember, it's more than just a cent. It's a reminder of history, heritage, and the simple beauty of coins that connect generations. Next coin. The Lincoln Wheat Penny, also known as the Lincoln Cent, was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent and was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure rather than a symbolic image. On the obverse side, the coin features the bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head is the inscription, "In God We Trust." To the left, it reads, "Liberty," and to the right, the year of issue, in our case, 1946. The reverse side carries the iconic wheat stalks on both sides, surrounding the words, 1 cent, and United States of America. At the top is the motto, E pluribus unum. This wheat design remained on the penny until 1958, after which it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse. Historical context of the 1946 penny. The year 1946 was a significant one for the United States. The nation had just emerged from World War II, and the economy was transitioning from wartime production to peacetime growth. During the war years, specifically in 1943, pennies were struck from steel coated with zinc due to copper shortages. But by 1944, copper returned, largely recycled from spent shell casings. The 1946 penny continued this post-war copper composition and specifications. The 1946 Lincoln wheat penny was struck in 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, diameter, 19 mm weight, 3.11 grams edge. Plain. The coin was minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, marked with a small d under the date; San Francisco, marked with an S. Mintage numbers. The 1946 wheat penny was produced in large quantities, making it common in circulation. Philadelphia, over 991 million coins; Denver, around 315 million coins; San Francisco, approximately 198 million coins with over 1.5 billion coins struck. This year ranks among the highest mintages of the wheat penny series, collectability and value. Because of the high mintage, the 1946 penny is not considered rare in circulated condition. Millions still exist today. A typical circulated 1946 penny is worth only a few cents above face value. In uncirculated condition, however, values increase. A bright red, mint state coin graded MS-65 can be worth $5 to $15. Coins with sharp strikes and no blemishes, especially those certified at higher grades, can fetch even higher prices. Certain varieties and errors also attract collectors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or coins with unusual coloring from improper alloy mixes. Why it's important to collect. While the 1946 Lincoln wheat penny may not be a rare treasure, it holds historical significance. It represents America's post-war recovery and the continuation of one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. For new collectors, this coin is a perfect entry point into numismatics: affordable, historically rich, and easy to find. For seasoned collectors, pristine examples or error coins can still be exciting additions.